Look at that guy. You can see this stone is definitely goes into the ground. It was not placed here. I mean, it was placed here, but not in recent times. The stone appears to show an extreme case of vitrification. The stone's been molten, it's been heated up really hot and melted. Now to this rock, and all of these rocks have features on the top of them, like you find on most of the ancient megaliths across the world, especially the megaliths of Sodom and Gomorrah. It literally looks like, it's hard to see, but it was bombarded from the sky. There are all these little holes everywhere. This rock is really interesting. Check out that. This is in the rock. It was sturdy. Part of the rock. It's not come out, a fossil of some type. And this rock is full of crazy anomalous fossils. Like this, look at this crazy bone coming out of the rock. I wish you could see that, like I can. Very interesting. Now let's continue over this rock. There's another crazy fossil. There's something coming out of this rock. Another part of one. Another one right there. Another one right there. Oh, this one's loose. Part of this fossil comes out. See, this came from right here, which goes into the rock. It's perfectly back together. Another one. Another one. There's all sorts of formations all over this rock. Really do like this. Oh, it's so hard to see and get in focus. Okay, well, anyway, what you ultimately come to realize in this site is that these formations that I'm standing on and that dot of the landscape are what is underneath all of this. And these only surface on one side and don't make any sense. Let's go ahead and explore some of these other parts. But you see this this area that I'm at, very uniform structure. You can see it it's even more apparent on the other side. But these rocks are what is underneath of this. These weren't placed here recently. More again, you see these very peculiar, it's hard to see maybe from my camera or whatever, but all these recesses. They definitely fucked this up to try and make it look like they did it, modern people. And this is definitely here, this comes out of the hillside. Huge divot in this rock. This rock. Fuck. Oh, holy fuck. Oh, almost died. It has a huge spot in it. It's hard to tell because it's full of that red dust. More vitrified stone. There's melted stones all over the place here. Something fucking crazy happened. Yeah, as you can see, these rocks come out of the hill. They want you to think that they place these here as some type of scenic shit, but dude, there's no path here. This is fucking on the side of an abandoned cemetery in this huge hill, and just on the very edges of the hill you get these very suspicious, see another one of those steps. Very suspicious. There's another, oh, here's another crazy one of those crazy spirals, but this has a bunch of awesome crystals growing out of the middle of it. It's got all sorts of different colored crystals. I'm gonna come back and mine that. This is really fucking sketch right here, this rock. This very uniform fucking groove in the top of it. There used to be another rock that's set in this, like this would have been oh, what's it called? Essentially, I wish I had something other than my hands. There's a lot of fucking debris in this hole. This used to be a platform for something set in, another giant rock. Perhaps, I wonder. But yeah, this place is just really weird. Doesn't make any sense where it's at. Some of the crazy tool marks that you find. But you know, there was a church here way back in the day, and now when the Joplin tornado happened, it destroyed said church. But oh, well, there's another spiral. It's crazy, jeweled fucking spirals. I don't know, I wonder what that is. You can't tell maybe from my footage, but that is a crystal of some type. I wonder if there are more. Oh, now look at this. This stone's literally pelted, bombarded away by what looks to be sulfur. I wonder if this is one of those little sulfur balls you hear about in the middle of this hole. I know it doesn't come out. I bet you it is. I bet you that little ball in there is sulfur. Just like you find on the Megalithic Sodom and Gomorrah. Something rained down from the sky on this stone. You can tell it very clearly. This is melted, absolutely vitrified. More just absolutely molten stone. Another spiral. Very, very curious. Very curious. What do we have over here? Another, there's something incredibly hot fell from the sky right there. Very sketch. And what's really crazy is just the cemetery is on top of a big hill. I felt really drawn to get a really homey feel when I'm there. I spend a lot of time here. It's my theory that, because essentially, it's noted all through history, that the church will build on top of ancient holy sites, just like how we have at Teotihuacan, and the largest pyramid there is covered in a layer of clay, and there's a church built on the very top of it. Just like that, but the tornado destroyed the church, and they definitely don't want people to know about this. Alright, anyway, I'll take you to the other side, and why this place got my attention in the first place. Other than all this. I just left my cigarettes over there.